Hello, good evening, lovely people. If today is your first time watching this program, then I give you a warm welcome and also invite you to like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The name is Grace Aisha Isel. You can also call me Ma Aisha. Today's message goes to my dear sisters who are working in the Arab countries or who are working in the Asian countries. I feel so hurt. It pains me so much to know that after 2 years, 4 years, 6 years of working, they come home with an empty handed. They come home to find nothing. They come home to find themselves in the same situation they were before they left. So I decided to make inquiries to find out what are the causes and came to a realization that they give the money to their family members to keep for them or do something with it for them. And some even go to the extent of giving it to a guy they met on social media because they believe that guy will be their husband. I cannot sit here and say that what the family or what some of the family members are doing is good. But I do not blame them much because I know you and I do not even trust ourselves to keep money on us for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. I don't think they have the intention of using the money, but maybe they needed it, so they decided to borrow the money and then pay it back later. But realize, don't worry, 2 years is so far, so I'll be able to pay it. And then they came, at the end, they find themselves that everything is gone. So I think it's about time you and I sit down and change things. And I believe we can. That is why this evening I want to talk to you. I think if you were able to pay 1,000 Ghana cedis, 1,005 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis to the agent to take us there, then we will also be able to open our own account with, I think, 10 cedis or 20 cedis. Even if you do not have the money, I will ask you to borrow the money from a friend, a family member, somebody. So when you go there or when you get there, after when you receive your first payment, you send the money back to them. It's better you have your own account so that you can keep your money. And I also find out that even if you are there already, you can ask your madam or your employer to open an account for you, and they can open the account for you, give you the account book. There are two types of accounts. You can open an international bank account in which when you come back to your country, you'll be able to withdraw the money. Or you can open the national one and then transfer the money when you're about to leave. This way, we will have in mind that the money we are giving to our family's home is just a gift we are giving them. But we will not have it in mind that it's money that we want them to use it to do something for us or to keep it for us. And let me tell you, if you have your money in your account, when you come back home, whatever you want to use it for, you will be able to use it without having any problems with anybody. And also to have your bank account, then I'm reminding you to be very careful with the new banks because you end up losing everything. So at least I believe we can trust a bank like old banks like Commercial Bank and ADB, Agricultural Development Bank. These are the banks I remember. You are in Ghana, you know better, or you are in wherever you are, you know better. These are just examples. These are old banks I do remember. So if we can go there, we open our own account before we leave the country. It's very, very important. This way we will not have all those family issues, family fights and family problems, family conflict and all that. We will avoid it. So at the end we will we will avoid having all these problems, and I think there will be happiness. Yeah, I believe our family members will also be happy that we will not even give them this kind of burden. And in here, I'm also advising if in case I do not know whether these two banks I mentioned, they also have, they can open international accounts. I don't know if they have that kind of transaction. And if they do, then I will advise you to open an international bank account Why? Because our CDs, the depreciation of the CD is too bad that after a month, the money, the value of the money is so, I mean, it's so down that maybe you will not be able to use it to do what you want to use it for. So if you have a dollars account or euros account, this will help you very much in order to, I think even by the time you come home, the money that you're expecting, you get it more or higher than what you were expecting. And I think it will also be something like investment or something like that. Yeah. So it's going to help. And this part goes to also my brothers and sisters who are engaged in buying and selling, that doing business transaction, business. Now, one thing we should be very careful, back to my topic, one thing we should be very, very careful is the guys we meet on social media. I do understand that every woman wants to get married. I do understand that society gave us pressure when we reach a certain age. When we reach a certain age, they give us pressure to get married. But we should be very careful with the guys we meet on social media. How can you trust a guy you just met? The guy just saw your picture, sent you a message, you're beautiful, I love you. This kind of love, I understand it in two ways. Either they need something from you, like they need money from you, or they need sex from you, one way or the other, because you cannot see somebody's picture, send the person's message, I mean, all of a sudden that you love the person, because what we call love, it develop. Love develop. You do not know the guy. The guy told you, you started making video calls, then you trusted the guy just like that, and you decided to send your money to them. We should be very careful, because marriage is not something you enter and then you come back tomorrow. It's something you're going to live with it for a lifetime. Therefore, when we are making this type of decisions, we should be very, very careful not to talk of giving our money to them because they went to see our family members, because they assured us that, I mean, they will marry us. A certain girl I know, I love her so much, did this kind of mistake, met a guy on social media, rushed home to get married, and the marriage lasted for just a few months, I think 3 months or so. And now the girl is struggling to eat. He believed the guy, he sent all the money to the guy, and now he has been abandoned just like that, and she's trying to find food to eat. She's suffering. And I know there are so many people that has gone through this. There are so many people that have gone through this, and these things must be stopped, because there are many men on social media that are hungry. They know you are there working. They know how much you gain. They want the money for themselves and not to keep for you. They don't care about you. There are so many greedy people on social media. So we should be very careful with our decisions. How painful it is that after 2 years, you come back and you find out that you've just been deceived, and you've left with nothing. Even what to eat becomes problem for you. I think it's about time we change all this. We keep the money with us. We keep our money with us. When they ask us, oh, I know I'm broke, I'm this, oh, I'm sorry, my madam hasn't paid me yet. Then you keep your money for yourself. If indeed you people will marry, the money is there. I mean, it's for both of you. So we should be very careful. We should be very, very, very careful. My name is Grace Aisha Isel. See you next time on my next video.